Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Make sure you thumbs up from the beginning. Make sure you thumbs up when you get here. Make sure you make yourself known in the comment section. If you've been a supporter of mine for a long time, I love to see you here. I appreciate you being here. Make sure you thumbs up. Y'all be thumbsing up and pushing the negativity out. I love it. It be a lot of negativity. And when you guys thumbs up, it pushes the negative energy right out. And so that's why I'm encouraging y'all to thumbs up the video. One thing I'm extremely thankful for right now is how much positive energy I get from women and men all over social media, not just my Facebook, but my Instagram as well as my YouTube. Definitely thumbs up when you get here. Let me know you in the chat. If you in the chat, put your blue hearts up. If you look all over social media, if it's actually me posting, it will always be a blue heart on my social media. If you see something posted on my social media and it's not a blue heart in the caption, it's one of my moderators, okay? So just keep that in mind. Let me see. So I want to talk about something, and it's for women. It's about women. It's something that women definitely need to hear. It's something important. And I know it's a lot of content on YouTube for us to watch, but a lot of the content in the Black sector of YouTube, some sectors, is so soiled, and so much profanity and name calling is being used. So it's kind of hard to have a mature conversation. I think a lot of content creators like to use shock and awe as a way to pull in an audience. And for me, I'm not interested in pulling in just anybody to watch my content. I want a higher energy in my content, in my audience. I want people who have positive energy. And so, of course, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure my environment is a positive one. Okay, so a lot of people, let me get right to it. A lot of people have been talking about me, of course, and I've been a topic of conversation before. Today ain't the first day. Didn't start yesterday, didn't start 3 years ago, didn't start 5 years ago, didn't start 8 years ago. I've always been someone that people enjoy talking about more than talking to. Me, I limit who I build friendships with. I limit what social circles I get involved with. I do not go around and just try to be friends with everybody. I think anybody should be leery of someone who tries to be friends with everybody, because it's just no way in the world you could just be cool with everyone. It's not real. It's not real. I think for the most part, I've been cordial and pleasant with everyone initially. And for me, when I'm done with somebody, like when I'm completely done with somebody and I let them go, I always wish them the best and be done with it. But you know just as well as I do, when two people discontinue talking to each other, not everybody is going to be positive when that separation happens. I just have enough maturity to, let people walk off and let them go on about their business and be done with them. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people can't handle that. And I noticed that a lot of people that I may have gotten to know on YouTube, via YouTube, and that's really it, just us talking on YouTube or doing live chats together or something like that. Even when I've parted ways with those people, they have the tendency to use social media and YouTube as a way to, I guess, vent about their frustrations with us no longer dealing with each other. And I've noticed that pattern with a lot of content creators. That's just, I can't be the only person that's experiencing that, where you could have maybe some type of collaboration, or maybe y'all did a panel together or something like that, and then when you decide that you no longer want to do a panel with this person, what's that rude? you decide you don't want to do a panel with this person, things get different between you and them to where every time they speak at you, they say something negative. Now, for me, I'll only be mad at somebody online if they did something with my real life. It would have to have affected my real life, like my children, my kids, my money. And it's a lot of people that have been in the black sector of YouTube who have tried to mess with those three. There is one thing about giving your opinion about somebody versus you trying to affect their real life simply because you disagree with them. There are not a lot of female content creators on YouTube that I have interacted with because I spent a lot of my time on YouTube creating content for men. So I had more relationships with male content creators than I had with feminine ones or female ones. And it wasn't until I got pregnant with my son that I started meeting a whole bunch of female content creators. All right. But to me, the female content creators were harder to deal with than the male ones were. Because a lot of times men will iron some shit out quicker between me and them with ease and privately. And most women don't know how to do that. It'll be like some type of slick diss, some gossiping to start, low blows, subliminal shots, flat out disrespect, shit like that. And what I noticed when I've only built a true friendship with maybe 2 females on this website. And they were not content creators when I built those friendships. They was just 2 chicks that was fans of mine that I ended up becoming friends with. And now one of them is a content creator. And I think the other one was temporarily a content creator and then decided to stop doing content. Okay. So it seems like everybody that I done built a friendship with on this platform was not a content creator when I decided to be friends with them. And when I look back at it, sometimes I feel like the only reason why they was trying to be friends with me was because secretly they wanted to be content creators. So eventually they was going to try to use my platform and use our friendship to build a platform for themselves. I've noticed that as a pattern with the females that I have chosen to be cool with on this platform. And when I noticed that that was the pattern and I started to see that those female friends that I had no longer had a friendship with were now deciding they wanted to be content creators and was now using their platforms to speak negatively about me because they didn't really have the talent necessary to just start talking about some other topic and do the hard work it takes to create your own following on a platform like this. You really got to put in work. You really got to put in work. You have to genuinely be talented to get onto this platform. Create some content that's entertaining. Build a following at the same time without dragging anybody, stepping on anybody, lying about anybody, or manipulating anybody. That takes a lot of work. And I genuinely got where I am without me having to drag anybody. I was already someone before I got onto YouTube because of what I had done before here. I came on here and I worked just as hard, got my followers, got whatever I needed. But the females that I ended up being cool with, that's not how they got their following at all. Most of the people that have been causing me the most drama on YouTube have been people who built their platforms off of my name. And when I look back at that, it's just, I think to myself, like, how did I end up making such poor choices in friends? That's self-reflection right there. I really had to look at myself and be like, what is happening inside of my life that I chose these type of females that would think something like this would be okay? So then when I realized that's what happened, I was like, okay, from now on, if I end up with some female friends, I'm going to end up with some female friends from this platform that already have a following and that already have built their reputation. Okay, so they won't feel like I'm biting off of theirs, or I won't feel like they won't feel like I'm back and forth. It won't, nobody will feel some type of way, basically, because everyone will have gotten their platform just genuinely, right? So when in 2016, when things started shifting on my channel, where I started noticing that this anti-black woman movement of Dusties was trying to make every single woman that they saw that was black be like a negative person, and any female content creator on this platform who was black was starting to be a target for these men, and it just started getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I started to see a whole bunch of people saying negative shit about who I am. My ass decided I was going to do as many collaborations with females as I could. So the first female I reached out to that I felt like was, in need of some support, because that's what I wanted. I wanted to, whoever was out there and needed some support, some female support, I reached out to her because I want us to unify as women. And I wasn't seeing that on this site. That is not something that happens on YouTube. There is no female unity on YouTube. None, right? But I see black men have their type of unification, okay? So I was seeing that a lot of people were saying a lot of negative stuff about Symone, right? So I reached out to Symone and I started building a friendship with her. It wasn't like an initial thing of I'm just going to start making content with Mona. It was more, I'm going to get to know Mona and I'm going to see if she genuinely is this bad person that people keep trying to make her out to be. Because one thing about me is I personally would like to get to know people by how they treat me, not by what I've heard about them. And it's too many people who feel comfortable with, not liking someone because of something they heard from somebody else. What we do need to factor in is that when you listening to somebody on YouTube, a content creator on YouTube about someone else, no matter what they saying, you have to factor in the motive, because a lot of times the stuff that they're saying isn't always true. A lot of the times they're manipulating information because, remember, they have a platform. They're trying to do whatever they can to get people to view their content. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to say whatever. And I learned that early. So when I reached out to Mona, I wanted to build a friendship with her. It didn't matter to me whether or not she faked her suicide, because that's what people were saying. She had faked her suicide. I got to know Mona on my own. I let her tell me the story about what happened with her. And what it boiled down to, from what I gathered, was that I think she attempted it and then was brought back to life. Now, that's just what came out of the conversations that I was having with her. I don't know how true it is. I wasn't there. I can only go off of what Mona was saying to me. Meanwhile, everybody else was saying that Mona's wife had announced on April Fool's Day that Mona was no longer with us. And so, as I got to know Mona, I made sure I promised her, I said, listen, if anything ever goes down between the two of us, I am not going to be the one that's going to use my platform to drag you, say negative shit about you. I'm not going to be joining nobody panel talking about you. I'm not going to use my channel to keep, some beef going. I'm not rocking with that. I don't do that with no woman. If you've noticed, I don't do that with women. I think one time I did this with a woman who kept stalking and harassing me. And after a while, even going back and forth with her got old with me. And so even that same person that I was doing that with was not a content creator before that. It's like the scenario that I was speaking of a minute ago, where I was talking about how I built friendships with women who were just a part of my audience, and they built a channel after that using my name. Even the one woman that I sat here and argued and went back and forth with on my channel was similar, because her and I was cool at first. She used to come in my comment section all the time. And when I decided I no longer, felt comfortable with her being in my comment section because of some of the stuff that she was saying to other people in my comment section, suddenly now she wanted to be a content creator and started posting all of this content about me. I don't know if that's happening to anybody else. I don't know if there are any other content creators who had people in their audience that they was cool with and they tried to build friendships with. And if it didn't work out, these people went and decided that now they wanted to be content creators, and then their entire channel began to be about you. Has that happened to anyone? Because this happened to me over and over again. And this is when I realized that people were befriending me for malicious reasons. It wasn't to be my friend. So back to Mona. Mona, I had made the promise to her that I would never talk negatively about her, and I still don't. And I'm still not going to. But I brought Mona up for a reason, because I built a friendship with Mona first before things went the way that they did, because me and her aren't cool. And it's not because I feel some type of way about her. It's her. Because she did what a lot of people do, which is listen to what they heard instead of how they are being treated. If someone is being nice to you and kind to you and honest with you, if you have somebody else whispering in your ear about this person and you decide to no longer be cool with that person, of course that's your choice, but it's a stupid decision. Because again, like I said, when you're dealing with content creators on YouTube, everybody is trying to either get ads, money from ads, donations, likes, follows, comments, attention. Everybody has some type of reasoning behind why they are on YouTube. If they're just sitting in the audience and they just want to be entertained, that's still a reason to be on YouTube. So if you're talking to a content creator about another content creator and you're a content creator yourself, that conversation is content. And so that's how the gossip and the drama just keeps piling on and piling on and piling on. And people are doing panels and people are doing live streams together, and they're talking about the same shit over and over and over and keeping unnecessary drama going. Because that is content. Content that gets them the likes, the followers, the subscribers, the money, the donations, everybody throwing out their cash app. That doesn't mean simply because people are sitting down talking about this stuff that the information that they have is accurate. It just means that's a part of the conversation. That's just what they're talking about. People are throwing out conspiracy theories, lies, manipulating people's minds, altering information. People are recording people's conversations, screenshotting text messages, doing a whole bunch of undermining shit, being friends with people they're not supposed to be friends with because this person is beefing with that person. They're not even supposed to be talking to that person, but they talking to that person about somebody that's supposed to be their friend. It's just a big fucking mess, right? And I'm aware of this, so I'm trying to stay away from it as much as I can. I don't talk to anybody from off of this platform, especially not anymore. I don't take it off of YouTube. YouTube is where it's going to stay at, or the internet is where it's going to stay at. I may talk to you on Instagram. I may talk to you on OnlyFans, maybe. But the way that I used to be, where I used to talk to people on the phone and email people and stuff like that, those days are over, because I realized something. I realized that most of the people on this platform, especially in the Black sector, got some serious issues. And what people aren't doing is the self-care. where they're looking at this themselves. They're not doing the self-reflection. So what I see a lot of people doing is comparing me and Mona. I seen someone today who used to be a friend of mine and who eventually decided they wanted to be a content creator and also a womanist, right? And I always encouraged her. I always told her she was a wonderful speaker. Always told her she was a great person, that she was smart, and that she needed to, do her channel because people would love talking to her or listening to her talk because she's funny. She would be a great motivational speaker. And I always lifted her up every time I spoke to her. Every single time. Never fucking failed. Always had something positive to say or contribute to the friendship that I had with her. It's proof and receipts of that. But after time, I realized I was putting all of this positivity into this woman. And instead of her sending that back to me, she was going to other content creators speaking negatively about me. Now, I say this because, of course, this has been happening for a long time, but it's something that she posted on her community tab today that got me lit, that made me realize that this is a topic. This is content. She got onto her community tab and basically was questioning whether or not she wanted to continue to be a womanist on YouTube. And she started listing all of the negative things that women on YouTube do. And one of the things she said was, she saw 2 women fake their suicide and come back online and blame everybody else for faking their suicide. And of course, everybody who has been following me or following Mona knows these are the 2 people she's talking about, me and Mona. Now, let me clarify something. Number one, there's 73, 71 people in this chat, and it's only 15 likes. That means it's people in here that's just in here for drama. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you thumbs up. So, there is a significant difference between Mona Symone's mourning wife posting on her community tab that Mona Symone is no longer with us on April Fool's Day, right? This is what she's posted. And then Mona coming back later on, telling her story about what happened to her when she attempted suicide, versus my story of some internet weirdo that doesn't know me, that's not in my life, starting a rumor that I committed suicide, sending the email out that I committed suicide to any content creator that they could find, hoping that content creators would make content about the email. That is 2 very different scenarios. So when people try to pin or put me and Mona in the same category as if we both just sat here and faked our deaths and faked suicide, it's some bullshit to me. It lets me know that most of y'all are not using your critical thinking skills at all. It's 2 very different situations. Okay? Then, the way that both Mona and I handle our situations after that says a lot too. Because it takes a lot for you to be drugged to filth. Drug for filth, right? And then turn around and still post content around a whole bunch of people who are trolling you and accusing you. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm all cool and I want to defend Mona. But I do want these women on this platform to stop making it seem like her and I are similar, as if I didn't come on this motherfucker and take accountability for my part and why the rumors spread. I didn't tell anyone I committed suicide. No one in my family confirmed me committing suicide. Not my daughter either. Because I see people saying that. It's people saying, I took up donations. I didn't even take up donations. People were saying, oh, you took up donations for your birthday, for your son's birthday. But they can't produce one receipt of me getting a donation for my son. Where's the proof and receipts at? You don't have any because it didn't happen. The entire time I decided to take this hiatus away from YouTube, I didn't receive one donation. Not in the name of a funeral, not in the name of my son, none of that. So when I hear other women, right, repeat a lie or repeat something that they know is a lie because they want to gain like adoration for some other people, it makes me sick to my stomach. Because one thing I don't do is gossip. I just don't gossip. Like the stuff that I heard about Mona, I never repeated. None of the female content creators out here who have all of these rumors spread about them can say that Soncerae repeated a rumor that was spread about them. You probably heard a whole bunch of other people talk about it, but Soncerae did not use her channel to talk about whatever rumor people spread it about you, Miss Lady. That's not how I operate. And the fact that I see so many female content creators dragging two women that were clearly in some type of pain, whether a suicide was faked or whether the suicide was a rumor, it doesn't fucking matter. What matters is we are supposed to have some type of sisterhood here. And instead of you dragging women or pointing in the directions of other women and listing all of these things that these women did wrong, you need to look at the stuff that you have done, the fuckery that you have participated in, the drama that you have participated in, the gossip that you have participated in that has caused the breakdown of the sisterhood between African American women. Speak about that. Women on this platform are so quick to torment each other. Talk about what this other woman did and that woman did, and she doxed me and she lied about me and she fucked my man, or whatever dumb, trivial shit that these females be talking about on here. What we should be talking about is providing women with some type of healing. There is no reason in the world why all of these women should have been sitting around here making all of this content about me or Mona in a negative ass way. Y'all should have been reaching out to us, trying to make sure we was okay. That's what that should have been. Now, I came on this bitch and I was like, listen, when I heard this rumor was being spread about me, I let it spread. I went and got my self-care and got my peace. I let it go. And then when I came back on this platform and I seen all of these women talking shit, I still ain't get upset. I said, hey, you're welcome to think whatever it is that you want to think. That's up to you, baby girl. If you want to unfollow me, that's fine. You want to unfriend me, you want to unsubscribe from me, please do so. So the people out there who understand me and speak my language and can relate and are ready to help me get through the shit I got through, if those people are ready to follow me, subscribe to me, come in my comment section, thumbs up my videos, shit like that, I'm ready to see them. So if that's not you, that's fine if you make that choice for you. But what's excessive is to continue talking about me. What's excessive is contacting me, going out of your way to say something cruel about me when obviously I was hurt about something. Just the rumor of me committing suicide is hurtful. And what if I did commit suicide and I came back to life like Mona? You know how much pain you got to be going in in order to do something like that? And I'm seeing these black women just tear her up because you mad, because you don't believe her story. How come it's so easy for these black women to turn around and believe these dusties when they tell them they love them, they cheating on them, right? But when your boyfriend come to you and tell you some bullshit, you be back up in his face and forgiving him like it's nothing. But a chick out here commits suicide, almost dies, comes back to life basically, flatline for 2 minutes, comes back, and y'all drag her because you don't believe her story. As a woman, you're supposed to be supporting her. If she faked her death, you need to be questioning, why would something like this happen? What's going on with her mental state? Not making fun of her because of her mental state. That's why I never, not once, made fun of Mona. I don't care what the fuck she's saying about me. Because I understood that as a human being, we all dealing with a whole bunch of shit. And whether you got a mental illness or you depressed or your heart is broken or whatever the case may be, you feeling some type of way. And you need somebody to be there to help you heal, to understand you, to talk to you, maybe even just listen to you. But to drag you, to try to make you feel worse, no. Especially if you're another woman. As women, right? I'm a grown woman. I'm 40 years old. In my 40 years of life, I seen so much negative, hurtful shit happen to women unnecessarily. Do you know how difficult it is to just be a woman? Being a woman got to be one of the hardest things on this planet to do. So the last thing any of us need is for another woman who is also going through the torment that we going through to be dragging us and adding on to our pain. So instead of you pointing your finger at every other woman and talking about this long list of stuff that she is doing, what the fuck are you doing to become a better woman? What are you doing? Because if a damn sure ain't being a good content creator, because every time you post some content, it's something negative about somebody. It's about some drama. It's about some gossip. You cussing some other girl out. Y'all having this panel where y'all arguing back and forth, calling each other bitches and hoes. Do you realize the world can see y'all? The world can see you. That's not a private conversation that you're having. I could see if you was at home calling each other bitches and hoes and accusing each other of stuff. You having a private conversation. That's what you might need to do to iron your shit out. But for you to be on a public platform claiming that you a feminist or a womanist and you sitting here arguing back and forth with other females or continuing drama, spreading more lies, do y'all realize the same people who created the rumor that I committed suicide, then spread the rumor that I committed suicide, are now spreading the rumor that I faked my death? Same fucking people. Not nobody new, same crowd, same sector, same women, same men. Think about that. Listen to what I just said. The people who created the rumor that I committed suicide, then spread the rumor that I committed suicide, are now telling people that I faked my death. Child, this is what I be dealing with. This is what I'm dealing with. I came on here and I was transparent with everybody. People complained about that. People complain, oh, she talked too much. She shared too much of her business. She do this, she do that, right? And then the second I'd be like, you know what? I ain't saying shit. Now y'all mad at me because I took a 5-month hiatus and didn't say nothing? I said nothing. I didn't entertain the drama. I didn't talk to nobody. Social media manager, man, nothing. And finally, when I did let everybody know where I was, most people who I reached out to talk to was just happy I was alive. That's it. That's what you're supposed to do when it comes to life or death. Listen, I don't give a fuck whether Mona Symone faked her death or not. I don't care. She here still. Something has her here still. And I can't believe it's so many people out there that took that shit so personal. Because most of y'all liked the entertainment of hearing that she faked her suicide or that she committed suicide. Most of y'all are only here for entertainment, not because you genuinely care about somebody or you are genuinely invested into some people. Of course, we all got our following and we got people that's supportive of us. But when somebody is genuinely supportive of you and they hear something bad has happened to you, even if it's something as simple as or as malicious as you faked your death, if they truly support you, they still gonna be like, well, why would you do something like that? I know the difference between a true supporter and somebody who's just taking up space in my friends list or on my subscribers list. It's a difference. And the people who are complaining the most and spreading the rumors the most were never my true supporters to begin with. Like I said at the beginning of the live stream, I was starting friendships with people that were inside of my audience. And they were not content creators. They used our friendship to become content creators, using my name to become relevant. And my biggest mistake was trusting people. Because the people who used to be my friends that are now content creators are the same people who created the rumor that I committed suicide, spread the rumor that I committed suicide, and are now telling people that I faked my death. All because my ass was being too fucking nice. Now, as a woman, like I said a minute ago, as a woman, I'm going to take accountability for my shit because I could have came on here and said something to y'all. But I honestly felt like I didn't owe anybody an explanation who wasn't my friend, who wasn't a part of my family. Because if I want to log off and never talk to any of you again, that's my personal choice. And as a human being, you need to respect that. There are people out there who have invested in me financially, emotionally, that I love very much. They have been supporting me for years on top of years on top of years. Guess what? None of them are mad at me. Because they saw the torment that I went through. They knew I would not sit up here and commit suicide, number one. Number two, fake it. Because they know me. And they come here to support me. They watch all of my content. They're here, so they know me. But it's a lot of people out here that don't know me. Don't watch my content. Continuously spreading something negative because it's entertaining to them. I'm a woman before I'm anything else. I'm a woman before you hate me. I'm a woman before you drag me. I'm a woman before you lie about me. Whatever it is that you out here saying that I am, I'm a woman first. So if I look over and I see you, another woman, saying something negative about me, the first thing I'm going to do is feel sorry for you. Because there has to be something going on inside of you that's making you feel comfortable with dragging another woman down so you can feel better about yourself. That's how I'm going to see you. because that's the truth of the situation. Women are not walking around here just gossiping and dragging each other just cause. Women are doing this because they have some deep-rooted stuff that's going on with them. They got fears, they got insecurities. Their reasoning behind not liking other females got something to do with another woman's success or hair or skin tone, man, family, handbag, shoes, whatever. And I'm aware of that. So instead of me participating in all the drama, telling people other people's business and shit, still talking about a woman that I'm not even friends with anymore, but still dragging her behind her back and shit, instead of me doing that, I get up in the morning and I focus on what can I do? What can I bring to another black woman to make her more successful, financially stable, mentally stable, spiritually and religiously in the right place? That's been my motive on this platform. So when I look around and I see people, these other women dragging each other and shit, what y'all need to be doing is dragging these fucking dusties. This website is infested with dusties, right? But instead of the women on this platform teaming together to fumigate this motherfucker, women are out here trying to convince each other which panel or live chat community or which content creators team they need to be on, and pinning themselves against each other, stabbing one, being friends with each other 1 minute, stabbing each other in the back another minute. It's just like, how are any young women supposed to look at us and become something better? How? Seeing this. Don't forget what YouTube is. People come onto YouTube to learn how to do stuff, get entertainment, get information. You don't understand. Do you realize that there are 22-year-old women, 30-year-old women who are looking at me trying to figure out what to do with life? They're looking at you trying to figure out what to do with life. It's girls out here that actually want to commit suicide. Do you realize that? It is girls looking out here wanting to commit suicide. And when you sit here and you make fun of it, you say, oh, she should be stronger than that. Just generalizing everybody's situation. You don't know what people going through. You don't know people's pain. You can't just go around and do that. You have to have some type of responsibility for the stuff that you're saying and how you're promoting yourself on a platform like this. You cannot sit up here and say you a feminist or a womanist or any type of public figure and then turn around and drag somebody for committing suicide or faking suicide or whatever. Anything that serious needs to create a conversation or discussion about maybe mental health. But it shouldn't be an opportunity for women to sit here and drag each other. It's disgusting. Let these niggas do that. Let these dusties sit here and drag women. Don't participate in that shit. Either fight back to the dusties or don't say nothing if you can't handle it. But to sit here and go back and forth, man, I don't know how women stick to this content. You women really find it entertaining to see other women arguing back and forth with each other, calling each other names? It's women out here who are in the comment sections and live chats of other women sitting here arguing back and forth, and these women scared to be themselves in that chat. They scared to talk about their feelings and what's happening to them in their life. That's why people get online, to escape something that they're experiencing, to get entertainment, to have some fun somewhere else, to take a break from what they're dealing with every day. That's why people get online. sat here and I was tormented. I was tormented by Dusties. I've been tormented by Dusties since I've been on this platform, because of my skin color, because of my hair, because of my sexuality. Dusties just flooding my chats. My moderators having to moderate the fuck out of my chat, block people trolling like crazy. YouTube has a real Dusties infestation problem. I think that women need to team together and start unifying. And I've been saying this. This is not something new that I'm saying. I got women I don't even know talking about me. Women I ain't never met. Women I ain't never had a conversation with, just dragging me. Don't even know me. It's one thing to give your opinion about somebody, but it's another for you to give your opinion and state it as if it's factual. That's another thing that people do on this site all the time. Make up some shit about somebody and they claim it's facts. No proof, no receipts. And then you got these gullible ass young girls listening. Or these women out here with these underdeveloped minds listening to that shit. I said this again. I said this the other day on my The God Queen Live drama channel. I don't care what woman is saying something negative about me. I'm not about to sit here and have beef with a woman that's on the other side of the internet. This is not elementary school. This is not the lunchroom. This is not Mean Girls YouTube edition. I get on this platform to encourage, inspire, and help people improve their life. If that's not what you coming on the platform to do, and you just come in here to entertain or to cause some type of drama into other people's lives, and that's what you choose, okay. That's your choice. But just like you want to have a choice, right? You want to have a choice in what you do. You want to have the freedom to say what you want, do what you want, go where you want, blah, 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 right? Allow other people to also have that choice. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm fucking saying. Because everybody want themselves to be heard, but nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to fucking listen, man. You want to talk. Drag. Man, where is the positive stuff? Where's the empowerment? Where's that shit with these women? I don't see that. Not with a lot of women. Let me tell you something. There are a handful of Black female content creators who use this platform as a way to empower and inspire women. I'm subscribed to all of them. And it's not a lot. It's not a lot. Mona Symone deserved a lot more support from women. I deserved a lot more support from women. When I came back here, I wasn't expecting to get as much love as I did, because I was like, people on YouTube act weird, so I'm not going to get the love, but I got the love everywhere else. Most of the people who are on my Facebook fan page or on my Facebook, they know me personally. So they got a chance to, really know who I am. So they know, number one, I'm not committing no suicide. Number two, I ain't going to fake that shit either. But I do take accountability for the people I've hurt by allowing the rumor to spread and not saying anything. Because the other times when it spread, because it started in 2016. And I said this, it started in 2016. And when they were saying it then, and you know what's funny? I hate that people keep trying to fucking overlook the fact that I've been tormented all this time by the Dusties. When I say people have been making up that I committed suicide since 2016, people try to act like that never happened. Like they didn't see it. People were saying I committed suicide then. And anyone who's been following me all this time knows that. Y'all know I've been tormented. Y'all know who been tormenting me. But I like how people conveniently overlook this shit as if that wasn't enough for me to disappear for 5 months. This live stream is not about whether or not I faked my death. And it's not me sitting here trying to convince you to believe what I'm saying. I don't care what you believe. What you believe is not my business, and it's up to you to decide what you want to think and feel after you listen to me speak. What this live stream is about if you're a woman, right? Regardless to your age, if you 21, 16, 35, 67, it doesn't matter how old you are. Your responsibility as a woman is to encourage, empower, and inspire other women. Because there is supposed to be a sisterhood here, a code of conduct that we are supposed to have when we dealing with each other. We dislike each other for the dumbest fucking reasons. We argue for the dumbest fucking reasons. We be keeping drama going and shit, talking about the same stuff over and over and over again. Not liking a female for no legitimate reason. Wanting to fight a chick and talking about you harming a chick physically. I know we do it because I've done it myself. How many times have y'all heard me say that I'm going to knock Sidonia head off when I see her? Y'all know who Sidonia is? Let me remind you. She's the bird brain that participated in the breakup of me and my son's father. She's my son's father's ex-wife. How many times have y'all heard me, if you've been on my channel for a long time, how many times you heard me say I'm going to break this chick neck when I see her? You know why I say that? Let me tell you why I say that. Here's the main reason why I don't like Sidonia. And it don't have nothing to do with priest. It don't have nothing to do with my son's father. If my son's father decided he wanted to still be married to her, I would have been okay with that. They're not married anymore. But if they would have decided to stay married, I would have been okay with that. My issue with Sidonia was that she depicted herself to be part of the sisterhood. She pretended like she was my sister, but then went behind my back and behaved a completely different way. Now, we see niggas do this all the time. We see dudes lie. We see them manipulate us. We see men tell us that, oh, she's just a friend. Oh, I ain't lose my job. Oh, I don't watch porn. Oh, I wasn't at the strip club. We see men do that stupid shit and we be like, I don't know why this dude lying because I'm smarter than that. But what's not supposed to happen is females doing that to each other. One thing that we can relate to is our experiences with men. It's so identical. And Sidonia knew my son's father was a piece of shit, but got on the YouTube and pretended like he wasn't. But was all on my phone pretending like he was. That's breaking the code. That's why I don't like her. It's about womanhood. It's about us having each other back, trying to fight against all of the things that we got to deal with every day. So I'm disappointed in a lot of women on this platform, because this is supposed to be more of a welcoming space for women in general, but it's not. It's not. Because of the dusties and because of the dustettes. Now, don't get it twisted. The dusties and the dustettes do need to have a place where they can conjugate together. But just realize that if you a dustette, you are a motherfucking disgrace. If you're not about trying to be more than a dustette, if you're not trying to learn more about your finances or get your education together or get your credit together or learning how to, meditate and get your spirit right, learning how to make yourself a better individual, if you're not coming on this platform to improve, why are you here? Why are you interacting with everyone? What good is it doing you? You want to come here and harm yourself? Joining all of these toxic platforms and shit. You killing yourself. Consuming all of this negativity all day. You feel me? Why are you here? You need to come here to be learning something, man. You come on this planet one time. You come here one time. The only reason why we're here is for the experience. You want to spend your entire experience dragging another woman, being in the middle of drama, about ready to punch somebody in the face or getting punched in the face? People was out here messing with my kids. My kids. Anybody that knows me knows how much I love my children, how good I am to my children. I could do a whole channel about mothering, because I'm a wonderful parent. But guess what? It's women out here just acting like they've been in my household, going around telling everybody that I'm not. Another woman, and you know why she does that? Because of her own fear that she will be looked at in that way. Women are projecting their fears. When you hear one talking negatively about you, what she is saying is a basically reflection of who she is. Whenever you hear something negative come out of a woman's mouth, I promise you, it's her projecting a fear that she may be what she's saying this woman is, or she herself has been guilty of it. So, dustettes, I hear y'all talking about me. I really do. And I hope one day you resign from dustetification and decide you want to be a real woman. Because a real woman to get up on this platform and say, look, these are the things that I did, and these are the mistakes that I made, and these are the things I no longer want women to do. That's what I did. Y'all know my triumphs and y'all know my mistakes, because I was happy enough to, express them. Honest enough to. I got made fun of it for it. But the women that needed to hear the message, they got it. They received it. They received it. So, I just had to get that off my chest right quick. I don't want to be compared to Mona Symone. I don't want to be classified as one of the two girls that faked their suicide, because a dustette and a dusty sounds stupid as shit saying that. I'm not the best woman in the world, you hear me? It's women better than me out there. But I know my spirit. I know how good of a person I am. I know how hard I try to be better for my sisters, my mother, my kids. And that's all I can do. That's all I can do. Mark. I'm trying to see who Mark blocked. Be bold. Be bold. You said that the people close to you also thought you were dead and posted on your page that you were dead because that's what they thought. Yeah, they did. The people who were closest to me, I wasn't talking to at first. At first, I wasn't talking to anybody. It took me maybe 2 or 3 weeks to start talking to everybody again. And we're just talking about people who know me personally, not on social media. It took me 5 months to post on social media again. But people who were in my personal life, I called them. I called them and I talked to them first. So they all knew before y'all. Because they're my real friends. You know, they're part of my family. I love you back, girl. Responsibility. Now, that's the word of the day. Practice what you preach. Responsibility. Are you considering therapy after your experience on YouTube might be helpful to talk to someone? I spoke to a therapist after I gave birth to my son because I had postpartum depression. I spoke to a therapist then. I was thinking about it because see, my thing is I didn't want to get any more trauma. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want that trauma to be passed down to my children, and I didn't want that trauma to have me hurt a man. You know? I don't want, because I've been tormented by Dusties, to treat a good man bad. But let me tell you who my therapist is every day. Mark. Yo, Mark has got to be one of the best therapists I've ever had. I love Mark so much. I love him so much. You said nothing is entertaining about suicide. I know, you're right, Trinity. People that cared about you were deeply hurt. People that cared about me, you said Sherry Robinson said, people that cared about you were deeply hurt about it. Why didn't R just come forth and just put the rumor to rest? The people that genuinely cared about me reached out to me and talked to me. So they knew what was going on. I don't know what you mean. Because see, to me, people who are online, it's a separation. It's like, you guys are my audience. Like, say, for instance, Sherry, Trinity, Aaron Collins, this Kevin Paris person, all you people here, Malicia. I love you guys, right, for being here. But it's a different type of love. It's not like the love I would give a family member or someone that I hang out with every day. When people tell me that people online care about me, they will never be able to care about me the way that the people who are actually around me care for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's a difference. So when people say to me, well, there was people that cared about you, why didn't you put the rumor to rest? Why do you feel like that was something I should have done before I took care of myself? I'm here. I told you guys. It's not like I let 10 years go by and now I'm suddenly doing a live stream. No. I took some time off to myself to try to heal as much as I could before I let somebody see me again. Because I wasn't well. It wasn't like I heard it and then the person that you're listening to right now is how I was then. No, I was really fucked up about it. It really hurt me pretty bad. And it was not just the rumor. It was the other stuff that was happening on top of it. Meaning the stalking, the harassing, the stuff that they were doing to my family. So it made me kind of, want to be to myself and do my own self-care. So, I don't know. You know what? Sharon Reed, you said, who do you think created the rumor if you had to guess? If I had to guess who started the rumor, I think it was this. But you're talking about back then. I think it was, because we talking about 2016 when it first started. I think it was this white guy named JPV. Because when I was pregnant with my son, he was the one that called CPS. No, before I got pregnant, my son. This was before. No. Because when I did a video a long time ago, and I was talking about how people from Soto Nation was tormenting me and telling me to kill myself every day. And at first, I was having a hard time dealing with it, and it made me want to kill myself. And I made a video about that. And so the white guy, JPV, he called CPS to come to my house. And CPS came to my house thinking I was suicidal and asked me, did I have a weapon? And so after that, this same white guy kept pushing this rumor over and over and over again then. So I think it may have just grown from then to now. You know, I think it's just something that, you know, people, you know how some rumors just stick with some people? That's where I think that came from. Sharon Reed. Is this the same person? Sharon Reed. Yeah, I'm not involving myself with no negativity, period. You know what I mean? Like, my ass, I'm gonna be done with this. And I said this to Mark because it defeats the purpose for me to be gone for 5 months and then to turn around. And, you know, come back and just be having to answer to people. Like, don't think for 2 minutes that any of you are in a position to be questioning me. Like I have to answer to you, like you guys are somehow the boss of me and I owe you a fucking explanation. No, I'm giving you an explanation out of the kindness of my heart because I didn't have to say shit. I could just been done with it. I could have just been done with it and never said anything. But I felt like I don't want to be that callous. You know, like that's not, I don't want to be like that. But I don't feel like I owe any of you anything. And that's some real shit. Because I don't. Because when I'm out here living my everyday life, walking through the Target, going to get food for my son, changing his diaper, playing with him, cleaning up my house, y'all ain't there. Y'all over here in this virtual reality that has nothing to do with my real life. I come here to inspire y'all, to help y'all get through y'all shit on y'all end of the internet. But I don't, and I never will feel like I owe any of you anything, and you don't owe me nothing. That's why I'm saying, if you don't fuck with me after you hear a rumor about me, shit, you weren't supposed to be in my life anyway. Because the people that's supposed to be in my life not going to be easily, like, led astray like that. Like no one that's meant to be in my life is gonna hear some rumor about me and just be like, oh well, Sonceray's a fucked up person, and then walk off. Hell no. People who are my friends, let me tell you, my friends was calling because most of them didn't believe I would do something like that. They called over and over and over. I had to literally put the phone on airplane mode. I didn't want to talk to anyone. And when I made that choice, I did that for me. And I have to put me in front of all y'all. And everybody think I'm supposed to put them in front of myself. No, I got to feed myself. I got to clean myself. I got to take care of myself. I got to pray. I got to meditate. I got to spiritually be in tune for me. I got to take care of myself. I cannot keep looking out into the world, worried about what y'all think of me and doing what y'all want me to do. I got to take care of myself. Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to come back on this platform and be able to teach. Be able to spread something positive. Be able to love someone that's not getting the love that they want. Somebody who genuinely supports me is not going to put all this pressure on me to give them an explanation about why I disappeared for 5 months and why the fuck I didn't handle a rumor the way they wanted me to. I handled it how I wanted to. The shit's about me. So what else was I supposed to do? Handle it how you wanted me to? That don't go together. I handled it the way that I wanted to. And I stand 10 toes in that shit. You hear me? When I heard that rumor, this time around, it hit different. Because the other times I heard it, it didn't bother me. This time, it hit different. And that let me know that I needed a break from everybody. Because it wasn't an easy thing. It was hurtful. It hurt me real bad. I was already dealing with so much other stuff. And I don't expect everybody to understand. That's why there's such thing as the unsubscribe button. That's why you got to do what you got to do. If you feel like Soncerae is like this bad person and she getting on your nerves and all this other stuff, girl, you better unsubscribe. Because that just means that this not your tribe. Go find your girl. You better go find your peace. Go find your sisters. Go find your tribe. Go find your friends, the people that you're supposed to be around, because not everybody's supposed to be in everybody's tribe or everybody's friendship or everybody's community. But that's the problem. Everybody trying to juggle being a part of everybody's shit. Me, I don't care. It's like if you don't fuck with me, okay, do it, girl. I holler, high five. I'm not going to try to force you to like me, but I will encourage you to unsubscribe. Exit stage left. That's fine. Do it, girl. Do it, girl. Anyway, I love the ladies who have been here for me. Thank you for listening to this chat. Thank you for those who were like on some welcome back shit. I'm doing live streams. I'm doing a live stream where you can see me because I do a lot of audios on YouTube. But if you want to see me, my next live stream is on OnlyFans. I'm not doing any live streams on Facebook. I'm not, doing any visuals here. I may post up, I don't know, for my members only shit. Definitely I post up. Please join my membership on YouTube because my live streams about to start being for members only. So sign up for that. But my public live streams, nah. I ain't about to keep doing public live streams. So you can sign up for OnlyFans or you can sign up for the membership on YouTube because that's where all my live streams going to be. All right? I love y'all. I love who loves me. You hear me? Burn that sage. Burn that sage, y'all. I'm out. Have vision and stay focused. Namaste.